A huge game coming up on Sunday. Getting predictions. People are sending them in via ticket text. Want your phone calls as well at 248-539-9797. Lions and Bills, how you see this one going down? What is your biggest fear going into this game? And I already sense that some people are having no fear. No fear whatsoever. It is a chesty fan base as we get set for this one. Gator, I got the Lions winning at 37-31. And I think it's one of those games that we should hail punts when you get the other team to punt. That should draw a loud applause, and it usually does at Ford Field. But I like home field advantage. I like the Lions offense to move the football, finish in the end zone plenty, and it might be one of those, I'm hoping it's one of those games where Jack Fox, his only job is to hold the football on field goal attempts and extra points.
That'd be nice. Yep. That'd be nice. I'm a little more optimistic about the offensive output. I like 38 points for the Lions. 5 touchdowns and a field goal, because I do think that they're going to be pretty hard to stop. And seeing what the Rams did to Buffalo, obviously there are going to be different games, but I think the Lions can be just as efficient, but maybe fall a little shy in terms of points this week. And Buffalo's going to score some points, but I do feel a lot more encouraged knowing that some of these players are coming back. I'm not in the double-digit disco area that the morning show is at, but I'm not far from it. I'm going to go 38-30.
Okay. All right. 248-539-9797. What do you got, people? Here's some of the feedback coming in. David writes in, the Lions lose 37-33. Josh Allen builds his resume for MVP status. I think the Bills' offense is just too good. I just need everyone to relax. A loss means nothing. Well, potentially means nothing.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you don't disagree that their offense is good, right?
No.
Is it better than the Lions? And then you have to ask yourself, what about the defense? Is the Bills' defense as good as the Lions' defense?
I don't think either are the case. I think that the skill set that the quarterback has, he presents a different element. And the Lions defense, if they get people back, I kind of feel like it'd be an excellent game to prove that what we've seen the last 6 quarters is simply a result of them, the totality of the impact of the injuries. But no, I don't think the Bills' offense is better than the Lions, and I don't think the Bills' defense is better than the Lions.
Now, on this particular Sunday, one offense can be better than the other that you wouldn't expect, and the same thing with the defense. But I just thought I'd throw that out there. I mean, it feels like all things being equal, the Lions are the better team, but there is a little wild card factor because of what Josh Allen can do. And in years past, we've seen the Lions struggle at times with a quarterback that's able to take off and go. Now, they've corralled some of those guys this year, and they're 12-1, which is ridiculous to think. The Lions are 12-1. Let that sink in for just a second. They've lost 1 game out of 13 so far this year. They're 12-1.
Yep.
It's like if this is college football, they'd be on top of the AP poll. That's pretty impressive.
Yep. Yes, they would.
It's pretty damn impressive.
Unnamed texter, as much as I want to predict a Lions victory with Buffalo coming off a loss, I think they come out hot and win 34-31. So this is interesting because the first 2 texts we get are predicting Bills wins. The morning show, when they got very chesty and opened up the double-digit disco, I heard Jim Costa make the comment, every call we've got has agreed with us. But the majority of the texters disagreed. People text over. You have to remember, we try to create a safe space here.
Right.
For the most part, I think we're accepting of differing opinions. There are a few things, a few buttons that can be touched that might set us off every once in a while. But we have no issue if you want to call in and predict a Bills win. It feels like people want to do this. They feel like it's a not safe space to pick against the Lions. Picking against the Lions in this game is not a mortal sin. I don't think they're going to lose. But remember, my biggest fear is that the Bills have the football last. And that's because I think it's going to be a close game, a 1-score game. And if they have the football last, I think it's going to be an extraordinarily difficult offense to stop. DG in Fenton says Lions 42-38. Josh Allen scores 3 rushing touchdowns. Biggest fear, a Goff injury. Well, that's I mean, that's the biggest fear of everyone for the entire season. It'll be 34-31 again, just like last week, right, Scott and Carlton. Buffalo has the ball at the end of the game, and they will have to go for it on fourth down, and Brian Branch will intercept Josh Allen. We take a knee to win the game.
I like it.
Matt in St. Clair Shores, 41-38 Lions. Bates with a 60-yard walk-off field goal. 248-539-9797. Let's go to Nick. You're on 97. Want a ticket? Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Hey.
Hey. Good talk, Nick. You made some great points.
What do you suppose happened there? Do you think Nick panicked?
Because he's the one that hung up, I think there was an accidental hang up.
Do you?
Yeah. I think it's one of those things that maybe he was going to take off speaker and go back to hands,
You think maybe?
handheld, and then accidentally disconnected the phone.
Perhaps. Alex and Romeo writes in, score prediction, Lions and Bills. Lions 33, Bills 30. Lions will get the ball last to seal the deal from Legatron. Obviously, Jake Bates. Alex and Romeo with the Lions pick.
I like that.
I hadn't heard that one yet.
I hadn't heard that either. I like Legatron.
We can work with that. Has that been going around? Are we the last ones to the party on Legatron? No? Nobody else has heard that? No, I had not heard the Legatron thing. So 248-539-9797. So some of the picks swinging back in the Lions' favor here. Look, you got everybody's predicting a high score, which is funny because Ben Johnson yesterday when he met with the media, was asked about, do you feel pressure to, score on every drive here because of the way this game is possibly going to go? And he goes, I've been around long enough to know this game's probably going to be like 14-10. When everybody's saying one thing, I've seen plenty of them where they go the other way.
If it were playing in Buffalo, I would agree. Last I checked, they're still playing here in Ford Field, where the snow is on the outside of the building, not on the inside of the building.
Right.
And there's no rain to worry about, so you're not going to get this, what you had last night.
Right.
Which was the first no touchdown game in the NFL of the season game.
What a barn burner that was. You might find this hard to believe, but I actually fell asleep.
Did you?
Yes.